I thought about doing this album a long time ago. I've always been a fan of Brandi's, and since we became friends, we've got to know each other so well. And I wanted to do the album with Andrew because, to be honest with you, I have never worked with someone as full of energy as Andrew. And I wanted this record to be a step away from the Elton John catalogue that I've created up till now. I've never done anything like this before.
Brandi told me Joni was never competitive, but she felt like challenged by Laura Nyro.
Right.
Should I move the microphone for you or leave it?
That's fine. First song is a tribute to Laura Nyro, who was one of my idols in the early 70s. And I think she's been forgotten.
We have hopefully resurrected her. She was way too sophisticated and way ahead of her time.
It's just a verse.
I like these lyrics. I had been listening to Laura leading up to the album because I knew of her influence on Elton. And he talked about her tempo changes. Right. And Andrew wanted there to be a lot of tempo changes on the album.
If it's a Laura Nyro song, it's got to have a time change at the end.
It's two people singing together in harmony and sounding fucking amazing. The texture of the voices when you do something is so important.
Great idea.
And they fitted together like a glove. Eli and the 13th Confession was an album that came out with a scented inner sleeve. Bernie and I were obsessed with it.
Get rid of that okay. And the lyric sheet was perfume that gave me the idea of the Rose of Laura Nyro.
Laura Nyro was Bernie's lyric.
I really feel proud of that.
When Catholic fears are running.
Pretty fucking good. Do the next one.
Swedes of bed.
Beads of...
And being that it's the opening track, and it has that wonderful opening that is sort of the new Funeral for a Friend.
Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It starts with Funeral for a Friend. That's where the idea was born. How daring to have a long intro before he's even singing. It's like psychedelic Mozart. Do we want simple strings on that as it progresses? And a synth too.
They worked on that intro for 3 days. That intro is spectacular.
2, 3,
And it just got cooler and cooler, and by the time it was over, we knew it was just a monster.
It got us off to a great start. And Brandi phoned me that night after we'd done the track and said, you won't believe it, but it was Laura Nyro's birthday today. First song, I knew that we were making something good. Hey, baby.
No one starts an album like that anymore.
2, 3, 4. I asked Elton, well, how does he write songs? He sits and reads a lyric. He sees a movie scene in his head, and then he scores the movie. So my head said to me, if he reads a lyric about Little Richard, he's gonna feel rock and roll. You should record this with the band.
Yeah.
That's great.
This track is a tribute to Little Richard, who's responsible for me from playing the piano, how I play the piano. Throughout his career, he was flamboyant, and then he sort of had a vision of God, and God saying, you can't do this, you can't be gay.
Long tall Sally, my oh my, he's got the good book by his side. Woo!
And then he went flamboyant when the money ran out. And then he went religious again. And it continued up until the day he died. The great thing about him is I got to record a duet with him. And
It's such a good one, too.
yeah. And this track is just, for me, it just really rocks.
You could say, cold mascara, thick molasses.
Black mascara, thicker than molasses.
Black
Yeah,
mascara,
that's
thicker
cool.
than molasses.
That's cool.
That's great. Let's get that.
Black mascara, thicker than molasses. Sex and Santa take a toll.
Little Richard's Bible was a really big turning point, even for kind of me and Bernie, because I had this honor of lyrical surrogacy with him.
It was lovely working with Brandi on this. I could see that she was excited about it, and it was fun to do too. I mean, I threw in some verses on a couple of the songs that she was writing. She made some changes on a couple of the things that I did. It was a very delightful experience.
That's it. That's the note. So he trusted me to honor his vision, and if I did change something rhythmically or structurally, to only do it in a way that honored what he was trying to say, even if I used different words.
That piano track that appears on the record was done to a hi-hat with Chad Smith. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was a real unifying moment, and I thought, I can't put things down on my own anymore. We're here as a unit.
And then a big outro. Over the verse progression, right?
Best piano playing I've done for years and years on this. It's so much fun to do stuff like that.
And he's so butch. He's so fucking tough. It's like everything was shaking in the room when he was playing like that. The glass, you could see it vibrating.
The beauty, I'm beauty. Oh, tutti frutti.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was killer.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah.
Next song is Brandi's song, talking about it. Swing for the fences. Swing for the fences.
Swing for the fences. Swing for the fences.
Brandi came up with Swing for the Fences.
It was the one little gem I went into the studio with. I wrote this song as kind of like an anthem for young gay kids, you know, in the voice of me and Elton, sort of calling them into a bigger, more fabulous, more elegant life. He's a gay man, and I'm a gay woman, and we both have these families and these kids, and we're really happy, and our dreams have come true, and I just thought it'd be cool to write an anthem for young kids. It's like, go, go, don't let this hold you back, you know?
On this album, there were Elton-led songs and Brandi-led songs.
I think there's got to be some songs where you guys sing like the songs together.
Right.
Like in harmony.
Just let me try it, run it through with her voice and see how I harmonize. I wanted our voices to blend together and do a harmony record. That was the first time I ever did anything like that.
Let's just get the phrasing. Yeah.
And I found it incredibly hard because people's phrasing is not my phrasing. It's not easy to do what she did.
What? No. Fuck off, Brandi.
The pressure was on me, and Andrew was just sitting there being very patient
Okay, great. Hey, go ahead again.
and then saying, it's not quite right. I said, I know it's not quite fucking right. At one point, I ripped the lyrics up.
As frustrating as it was for him to get those harmonies down, that could be a downer for him,
That was perfect.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
One more.
or could make him rise to the occasion.
That was great.
Yeah, that should be all right.
I know this is hard, Elton, but it's great.
And that's what ended up happening.
Perfect! Yeah. I think we got a rocker. Musically, I wanted to rise to the occasion and be rock and roll and not disappoint Elton John.
And Swing for the Fences shifted the album in the direction it ended up in because it became half up-tempo stuff and some great other slower songs. The euphoria that we felt. It was just fine. It was an adventure, and it sounded amazing.
Pretty great.
Pretty damn good. Next song is a Brandi's lyric, which it's about me apparently, right?
Yeah, it's about you. I wanted to write a song after I'd seen the documentary about the trajectory of his life. He might have found peace later in life, but he did find it. It is never too late to find the love of your life or to start a family. Can I come listen?
Yeah. I see what you think of this.
This song was the first time Brandi walked up to Elton
sitting at the piano and put a lyric sheet in front of him and was like, try this, see what happens.
Do you like that, Brandi, or would you change anything?
I love it. Do it again.
Never too late for a wide open stuck, so never too
Elton does that with Bernie's lyrics, so the sacred mold was added to.
No, I can't. Is that a verse?
It's because I wrote it in a different time signature. Let me reprint it and it'll make more sense.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave you the chorus, okay? But don't read any of that until I get back. He's just so fucking tough.
Pick out
No, but I need another verse, but like that.
Okay. There's no rules, right? But you guys both write differently, and that's what's beautiful.
I love when Elton goes, fuck off! Even if it's directed at me. I like it more when it's directed at Andrew.
Well, for fuck's sake.
And he sang that line great.
You're lying, man, baby.
Great take.
I don't need to do the fuck off.
Just give me one more. Fuck off, and then we go to.
Waste of time.
Just come on.
You love saying fuck off.
And man, baby, fuck off heaven's gate.
You know that was better. You know it. You fucking know it. Give me a high five.
Fuck off heaven's gate.
He loves so big and his heart's enormous. It's amazing watching him sing words about him, not really fully understanding or even wanting to stop and think about the fact that they're about him. It's very Elton. If I'd been a kid and I heard this Elton John song, I'd have been so stoked. I would listen to it on repeat. It would be my favorite Elton John song.
Yeah, but it's your words.
I know.
Both Elton and Brandi are queer and have families, and I think Brandi is so inspired.
He found his serenity and his peace later on in life. And that's a hopeful message for anybody.
I can move forward. I'm so fortunate in my life, and I feel amazing.
There's not a moment too soon if it's never too late.
Holy shit.
I turned into Elton John. in
You
the
did.
song.
You literally did. That song is really emotional for me to listen to because it's beautifully Elton, you know?
One take?
Yeah.
It's a good song, Andrew. It's a really good song.
Brought me to my knees.
But when I met you face to face, nothing was true. I wrote and recorded this one late at night in the studio. It's about my kids, that first moment where they really truly separate from you. I went to go take my children like I always do to my gigs, and my 8-year-old daughter, Evangeline, wouldn't come with me for the first time. She wanted to stay because she had joined a soccer team, and she didn't want to miss her first game. Even her voice sounded different. And I realized that that was the moment that she was going to assert herself as her own person that just wasn't following Mom. And you're simultaneously devastated and proud. You're gonna live a lot of life. You're gonna see a lot of years, God willing. Just you, without me. And I stayed up late and I wrote that song and I played it for Andrew first. And he just said, "Don't move, I know you're tired." And he's very dramatic, you know. He ran around the studio and he grabbed all the microphones himself and he set them up. And we cut that song totally live at, 1 o'clock in the morning. He wanted the vulnerability of me playing that song for a person for the first time, wondering if it was okay or not.
I wasn't there, and she was playing this beautiful guitar, and then Andrew brings what guitar was it?
It's a rubber bridge guitar.
Which is so dry.
It's dead. It's completely dead, so the strings don't vibrate. Therefore, you lean into the vocal a little bit more.
Yeah, it's purposely ugly.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah. And then Andrew gave her the guitar. I came in the next day and heard it. I was just blown away. I just thought, this is so fucking beautiful.
Did you like it?
Yes, I did. Let me hear the song in the headphones and I'll figure out where I should come in.
Yeah.
Then I had to put the piano on. It was like, oh my God. It's really hard to get the timing. It's very hard to play along with it because he's playing freestyle.
Yeah, free time.
And I think the piano just makes it rigid. And I love the way she's playing.
I was originally hearing it being the pump organ. It could just be really simple.
I couldn't get the timing right. It's like an optical illusion, but an oral illusion.
It's all over the place. It's all over the place.
It's all over the place.
Yeah. It's just my body. It's just me.
just a quick thumbs up, a wink before you go.
Which was great because it ended up really, really beautiful.
There you are, it's just you without me.
Side 2 starts with the title track, which is different, powerful kind of song. It's the title called Who Believes in Angels. I love this song so much.
Don't need to laugh so hard.
The verses in Angels are about me and Elton and that experience making an album together. That's the journey of it, beginning to end.
All I've been there. All I've been there.
Love that.
Yeah,
That's the shit.
I like that, don't you?
Yes.
I've been there. It's like confessional. It's confessional.
That's my favorite song on the album. That was like a true collaboration. Brandi wrote those words.
I'm
I
gonna
haven't
sit.
figured out yet, but I'm gonna do the best I can with markers, okay? All right. There's a millisecond of Yellow Brick Road in Angels as well. It's only an essence of it.
Come on, guys.
Do you like that intro?
Yes. Haunting.
The chord sequences are a little different.
It's amazing watching you write that chord sequence.
When you die, another beat like go. What are the cups solo? But when you die.
When he composed that chorus, it was like catching butterflies. Andrew was just trying to hold the pieces of it that were just mind-blowing.
When are the angels do with you and I?
What if
That's beautiful.
that is great and resolves and that could be it? What if it's something dark because it's such a positive, like it,
It didn't have a big enough section, so we're like, Elton, write something that you can go, ah, and then he just did it.
And Elton just composed this chorus out of nowhere, and like the glass was shaking and the whole room was moving.
It happened so quick with him.
It goes to places you don't expect it to go sometimes.
You're so wonderful, Elton. We don't have one like that yet.
No. When Elton John plays piano, it's indistinguishably him, right?
If I had lived an easy life.
And then when he sings, his voice has changed over the years. It's been a long time since you heard a high soaring voice over those chords. Now you get Brandi.
What does it cost to buy your soul back when you die?
You get that high soaring voice, and it's like almost harkens back to 70s Elton, but it's not because it's a woman singing in the style of Elton John.
With you and
That feels like such a merging of our voices. That song is such a me and him song.
It was just so open. It was far enough into the process where everyone was doing good things, everyone was respected, everyone respected each other.
what a song.
Ooh. I think that guitar song that I have,
Yeah, I love that song.
And it's gonna get him like fucking really playing, and he could sing to that all day. We need lyrics for that.
In the next few days, that's what I'm going to do.
So we go in the studio and Andrew, I've got this fucking riff on the guitar. I thought we're gonna have to do this fucking song, he's gonna kill me. So,
It was called Who Knows What the River Knows, and he goes, what's this fucking Riverman song?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's actually a great idea, Riverman.
So basically he had a riff and then we wrote the song from the riff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chorus is
The more the album got going, the more creative it became, and the songs just flowed. I mean, we just wrote and things just happened.
I think this is what we wrote. I might be wrong. We'll check the track.
Riverman was a riff I've had since I'm 16 years old. It was a little too country western for anyone that I was working with, and I showed it to Elton, and he loved it. And we wrote all the other chords kind of together.
If you're feeling the wind is at your back, pushing the train, try and jump the track.
I pulled a Bernie Taupin, and I imagined a fantastical character. This man, he works on the river. He's in Louisiana, and he watches these kids come in and party and tear up the city and then leave, and he's got to go to work and walk through their garbage.
Elton respects Brandi on another level. To him, she's the greatest modern singer in the whole world.
She's so good at what she does. I know she can do anything she wants. And I just thought she had the most amazing voice.
Elton, let it rip.
Here we go. 1, 2, 1.
I wanted to play better, sing better, write better, and challenge myself at the age I am. And that was just fabulous fun. And I want to do more things like that. When the dust cleared, it was like a Ferrari going along the road. It was incredible.
Cool.
When we were doing the album, the world was going to hell in a handbasket. Brandi wanted to write a song, an optimistic song.
Is it light enough out there?
More light?
Yep.
More light.
It's called A Little Light.
Hello, darling. Ain't it cold?
He invited me over for breakfast, and I turned up, and he had his plate with his toast and Marmite and crumbs all over the place, and then covered in newspapers. And I could just see the headlines. And he said, I just don't know how we can write a record right now with all this going on in the world. And he goes, if we write songs about anything, it should be about this, but you can't write about this. And I went, I can, though, in some way. Hello, darling. I wrote it from his verses, what he was saying that morning. Want me to give you the simple chords and then you can make them cool? Yeah. And then my verses are how I was responding to it. Then I come in.
Right.
Hello, sunshine. With the papers on your plate.
It starts out slow, then like picks up.
Great song.
Thanks.
Fucking great.
Like a Sunday morning bird.
Plays emotional.
Yeah.
Like it hurts your heart, you know?
It was a really bleak time.
Hello, darling. In a cold gray day.
Yeah.
Let the imposters jump for glory.
Yeah.
Let's just nod and say we did.
Yeah, that sounds great, Elton.
Dude, come on.
I said, I don't know how to write a song about that, but I rose
the opposite.
to the challenge, like I often do when Elton gives me a challenge. Oh, I like that. Yeah.
We got it. Give me a pen.
For some reason, it's just one of my favorite tracks on the record.
Soulful.
What are you doing, Andrew?
Rubbing my eyes.
No.
What?
Don't.
What did you think I was doing? You said don't?
Yes. It's intense.
Pretty fucking great album, huh?
Phenomenal.
It really is.
Consider what we were like when we first came in and how depressed I was.
It made me so sad. I feel like my heart's attached to your heart,
Oh,
you know? But look at you now.
yeah.
D to D minor.
D minor, A to F sharp minor, D, E.
That's the whole course.
Yeah.
What's the name of the song?
It's
Darling.
called Someone to Belong To.
You inspire the fuck out of me. You.
Why?
You just do.
Next song is a lyric that Brandi wrote about David, and it's really beautiful.
David gets a song on
David
this
gets a
album.
song, and it's me singing the song about David.
Play the chorus. In there, darling, won't you?
I was only 11. I didn't know I was gay yet. I came out of the closet when I was like 14, but Elton and David deeply inspired me as a little girl when I needed to see a functional, healthy same-sex relationship, and I hadn't seen any same-sex relationship. and it really inspires me now.
First chorus.
And so I got a pencil out, and I wrote a song. I read him the lyrics just to get his approval on him, and he loved them. He loved the line about the water catching fire.
Even the water catches fire and the moon is full of holes.
Which is like ultimate.
How do you just do that? Okay.
But if there's still gold in those hills, I owe it all to you.
There's a line in it, I owe it all to you. And I do. It's quite astonishing, like, for the age that I am, and that he's lifted me up above the clouds. He's guided my life. In the last 30 years we've been together, but in the last 7 or 8 years, he's guided my career better than anyone could have possibly done. And I'm so grateful to him for everything he's done for me. I've got to stop now.
Okay.
I'm going to collapse.
Okay. We'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah. I've got another Bernie one to write.
Tomorrow.
I've got that other one.
That's it.
I'd like to have a go at that now if possible, if you can get it.
Oh, come on.
No, I want to.
You just said you're going to collapse.
No, no, just give me the other song lyric. Yeah, give me the other lyric.
Elton.
This is a beautiful lyric, Elton.
Is that it?
I think this album was really a struggle for everyone, including Bernie. And I think maybe in a down moment, these words kind of came to him.
This whole world is done with me when I close my eyes.
It just fell onto the page.
Release me like an ocean wave. Return me to the time.
Beautiful.
I just lost it. At my age, you think about mortality and your children.
Once he figured out what it was about and started feeling it, all these emotions came up.
It's about my death. It's about saying goodbye.
We realize the years are getting shorter and your time is closing in.
This never happened to me in my whole career. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yes, Elton.
Tears still coming from his eyes. At one point, he turned around and said, "Is it too, Lion King?" In his most vulnerable moment, he's still the funniest motherfucker in the
Still taking the piss out of himself.
And I put it down with the piano, and then I put the voice on, and Andrew said, no. It's no good. You've got to come in tomorrow, and you've got to sing it live, piano and voice.
This song is so personal. Can we do piano and vocal together for this song? It's going to be, it's just
I'd rather not.
such...
And he said, fuck off.
Like, fuck off, I don't want to... So I did. I went in the next day, and of course, as usual, he was absolutely right.
So just angle it just a little bit so that he can be exactly how he is. This is such a introspective song. It's going to be just you and the piano. We're not going to layer a bunch of stuff on it.
Here we go. 2, 3, 4.
That song affected him so deeply.
When I close my eyes, release me.
I think there's maybe like one slice of the two takes together or something.
Oh. Just drop in there, please. Drop in there. Yeah.
And that's it. He performed it down live, and that's why it sounds like that. Do you want to play it again?
Not really, but...
Let's do one more. And I'll be done, okay?
2, 3, 4. It was one of the most amazing musical adventures of my life.
I don't want for nothing.
I was in a different territory. I was working with another artist who I respected, who was just doing her thing and doing it brilliantly, and I had to fucking keep up with it.
No, we were keeping up with you. I love Eli's voice. But I was really moved by how seriously he was taking it. And I kind of felt like, well, he doesn't want to let us down. It means something to him.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Thank you. Fucking kicked ass. You pushed through. Listen to what we got.
And that's a story of hope It's a story of optimism.
Being emotional on the record, whether it's being angry or crying, I haven't been that for years and years and years. Sorry.
What are you sorry about? It's a real emotion.
I know.
When this whole world is done with me, just know I came this far.
Is it the last song we'll ever write? Is that what it's saying? No, not necessarily. But I think it's a great summation for our career.
That's one of Bernie's best lyrics.
This is his best ever.
I've been waiting for you to have that moment, this whole album. That was real.
This album was a very, very good lesson. I felt. You okay? You all right? Hello.
That's great.
Oh, come here. And that's why this album is so good, because the love between all four people.
You know how much we love you.
Yeah, I know it.
Sounds like you've been singing that shit your whole life.
When this whole world is done with me, when I close my eyes, release me like an ocean wave, return me to the tide, release me like an ocean wave, return me to the tide.